Hi guys. First of all, I'm really glad that Francesca brought up those people in the back because I did have to kindly tell them to shut up a little bit. And right before I did, I heard one of the girls, the evil blonde one. She goes, so like, if you guys were in Ratatouille, like, what animal do you think would be under your hat? I was just like, damn, if this is what people talk about at bars when they don't have any real problems. Wow, I am really glad I'm not one Dyson Airwrap away from that. Wow. I'm really new to the comedy scene. This is my second time doing this. Actually does comedy. He's been doing this for a little while. And he always told me that he thought I was funny enough for stand-up, which is a really interesting compliment from your boyfriend because it's kind of like when your mom tells you you're the prettiest girl in school. You know, I'm like, I really want to believe this, but I know you're kind of just saying it because you're like socially obligated to fuck with me, but you know, like I'll still take the compliment. Having a boyfriend who does stand-up is very interesting. It's never boring. He takes me to a lot of shows. Lately, he took me to a show where I was the only brown person in the room. It was a little awkward. I didn't even realize until one of the comics made a joke, and his punchline was, "Speaking of illegal immigrants, no offense to you." And I was very offended. I resented that implication heavily, because I was born here, goddammit. I would never choose America. What? Like, what? No. Ridiculous. Me and America have a very Stockholm syndrome-y relationship. I'll spend every day being like, oh my god, I want to fucking kill myself, I'll hate it here, and then they'll like slide a cookout tray under the door, and I'm like, for me? Guys! And then I'll forget about my misery for like 2 days. It's wonderful. Another thing I do to cope with America being terrible is I get a lot of jobs and then quit them very fast. One job I had this summer was working at Costco. Any Costco fans? Good. No. That place is terrible, please. The day that I realized this was probably not the place for me was when me and my coworker got held up at X-Acto knife point one time. It was pretty scary only because I did not have any cardboard to defend myself. If I did, she would have been a different story. It would have been raps, like what? But it was fine, you know, I ended up being okay. The real scary part happened when I went to tell my manager about it after, and he was like, you think that's bad? I got held up at gunpoint the other day. And I was like, bitch, we work at Costco, you're not a security guard. Like, what are you battling me for? We both work in Gotham, like now it's awkward. Like, but you know, after that incident, I have been going through a bit of a rough patch. I've been a little bit depressed lately. The state of the world also like might have something to do with it. My dad passed away a few months ago. A little bit awkward. It sucked a lot for me. Obviously, losing a parent is very hard, but it sucked more for my mom. You know, not because she like lost her husband or anything, but she lost her toxic ex. I don't know if anyone here has ever met someone they really like to argue with, but detrimental loss. My God. And like everyone's mom has someone they've been beefing with for decades. And this wasn't for her, so this was like a career-ending injury for her. I mean, obviously more for him, but like for her, yeah. It was so funny, she called me the other day and she was like, God, Zoya, like, I just miss him so much, I just want to pick up the phone and argue with him. And I'm like, so you picked up the phone and called me? Like, what was your plan? Like, what? It just made me realize, like, she doesn't have an outlet for this frustration anymore, for this rage. And this is exactly why I'm opening my DMs for rage room recommendations. If you guys know of any rage rooms in the RVA area that can handle a screaming 45-year-old Pakistani woman, hit my line immediately. I'll be so grateful. But when I was a kid, I was really scared of hell. Anyone else? Yeah. Awkward, right? I was like, damn, that's gonna suck, you know? 'Cause obviously. But then I moved to Richmond. So the funny thing that happens when you live somewhere for a little while, I lived here for 3 years going on 4, is you start to have establishments in the area that you have personal beef with, you know? For a lot of people, it's like a restaurant that gave you food poisoning, or like a club that got you kicked out, but like for me, it's the 7-Eleven next to Village Cafe. Anyone know? My God, my God! And it's not for the reason you think, you know? Do I get catcalled every single time I walk past? Yeah. Did I one time witness a lady piss on the floor next to me while I was buying Red Bull? Yeah. But like, that's just normal Richmond stuff. It has nothing to do with it. The reason I hate the 7-Eleven is because one day I decided I was gonna wear an outfit I really like. It's like a really cool, and you know what? You wake up one day and it's like, I need a confidence boost right now, so I'm gonna wear an outfit I love, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm also gonna pair these shoes that are my favorite, that I bought in high school, saved up all my money for these shoes. And I thought they were so unique, so cool. So I'm like, okay, put the outfit on, I put the shoes on, I go through my whole day, I'm like, yeah, I'm amazing today, I look so good. I end my day by going to the 7-Eleven, of course, getting a Red Bull. And when I exit the 7-Eleven, the crackhead sitting outside of it, he looks me up and down and he goes, look at those shoes! He literally at me like a cartoon. I was, oh my God. I was shocked. I was humiliated. I like melted into a puddle in that moment. And now those shoes, they sit in the corner, and I just look at them and shame fills my body. And that's when I realized hell is scary, but Richmond is scary. That's all I got for you guys.
One more time for Zoya, everybody. Come on, let it.
How do you feel? What do you have to say to the audience?
I don't even need the bucket anymore.